Hi, Susan Thomas here to talk to you a little bit today about Adobe Captivate in this Truman Tech Break. So Adobe Captivate is a piece of software that is commonly used by professors when building learning activities for their course. This is a nice way to provide students with just-in-time learning that they can play over again. Perhaps you're teaching a class online in the summer, or you just want to add a learning activity in Blackboard that students can work on outside of class. Adobe Captivate is a good piece of software to use for that. So Adobe Captivate has a brand new version. This is Captivate 2019, and it offers 6 different types of project, as you can see on your screen. The first one is a responsive project. That would be something like a branched scenario. So a student might take one path, and if depending on their actions within that path, it might branch them somewhere else. A virtual reality project, this is new, and just from what I can tell, having not used it myself yet, this would be something where you could upload a picture of a room and add interactive pieces or things that pop up as the student pans a room. So that might be a very interesting thing in the future for sure. A blank project is just that. It's blank. It allows you to start from scratch without any template and customize and build a course. A software simulation. And a software simulation would allow you to take, say, a screenshot of a piece of software and add places on that screen that the student could click. So let's say you're teaching a course on SPSS and a student hasn't used that software before. This would allow you to walk them directly through a simulation where they feel like they are actually pressing the buttons within the software. A video demo would allow you to record yourself, more of a talking head type video demo. And then finally, the one that is probably the most common would be the from PowerPoint. So it allows you to upload a PowerPoint and then add and customize that PowerPoint. So you start with something at the beginning. So let's take a look at that one because that's probably the most common. And what I'm going to do is go on my computer and pull up a PowerPoint, and it will import directly into Captivate. And we'll give that just a second here. And it should load momentarily. And once it does, then we'll see here is the title of my original PowerPoint. I can change that if I'd like to call it something else. I can select all of my slides, or maybe I want to leave one out, but leave the rest in. I can clear them all or select them all, or only select the ones I want. Once I have that determined, I need to decide, do I want students to advance on a mouse click or have it be automatic? I like the mouse click just because it ensures the student stays engaged and doesn't just put it on autopilot in the background. So now I'm going to say OK, and my PowerPoint is now available. Now that I'm in here, you can see I have a variety of things. So I can add blank slides, I can add question slides, knowledge checks, I can change my theme if I prefer, I can add text, shapes. So very similar to things you've probably seen in a Microsoft Suite type of product. The one thing that I would say is most common for people to do is to add quiz slides. So for now, I'm just going to say I'm on the title slide if I want a quiz to come immediately after that, which I wouldn't. So let's say partway through, now I want to offer a quiz. I'll say quiz and question slide. And I'm just going to choose multiple choice, and I just want one slide. I do want it to be graded, but it doesn't have to be. And I'll say OK. So now, after this slide, it's going to add a quiz slide. And so now I can go and I can set my quiz settings over on this panel. This panel becomes very important on the right-hand side because it will give you lots of different options. So I don't want just 2 answers. I want to choose 4. I want them shuffled. I don't have multiple answers. There will just be one correct. I can choose a variety of different things. I can add buttons if I want students to be able to clear their attempt, go backwards or skip. On success, I do want them to continue to the next slide. So I will leave that as is. And now I just have to choose and type my questions. So let's give it some options here. Say Prezi, storyline, Captivate, and PowerPoint. So we know the correct answer is C, Captivate. So we'll want to make sure that radio button is selected. So now we have created that particular quiz question. If I don't like the font, I can make some adjustments here. And again, all of these different things allow me to make a wide variety of choices on what I want these questions to do. So just know that these are here, but the quiz and the properties probably being the most important, and if you want to set a time limit. So it allows you to take a PowerPoint that you might want to normally do in a lecture, and go through it. You can add, you can record on each slide. So it allows you to record your voice, talking, so you can go through the lecture and then make sure they're engaged in actually learning by inserting quizzes throughout. So I hope you found this very, very high level of Adobe Captivate at least a little bit thought-provoking. And if you'd like to learn more, I know Captivate does normally offer 30-day free demos online. So feel free to try that out to see if it's something you might be interested in before your department would purchase a license. If you have any additional questions about Adobe Captivate, certainly don't hesitate to reach out to the Learning Technologies team at ltt@truman.edu or call the office at 660-785-7750.